Yes, I've permitted. See, this is the topology, last topology. So we've done all three types of possible traffic encryption. Guys, do you have license? So from today or maybe from tomorrow, I do add GTM part also. So we do mix GTM and LTM. Make sure tomorrow you have two, 3 licenses. So I can do add the GTM part also here. All right.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So it's become good topology and we can do perform everything.
Okay.
See, today it's running perfectly without any problem. I don't understand why yesterday it was running slow. So guys, I'll gonna show you I rule again. So last time I've shown you like how the I rule work. So for I rule to work, we just have to uh, create the I rule and we just need to apply. So guys, you just have to remember two rules if you're trying to perform HTTP to HTTPS redirection. So on HTTP, if someone doing HTTP request, so on HTTP VIP or port number 80 VIP, you have to apply I rule. Correct? So if anyone come on 80, so it redirect to 443. And SSL certificate you have to apply on 443. Make sense?
Yes.
So it means for one server of HTTPS, we have to create two VIP. Correct?
Yes.
Then only it do survive. Then only it can do survive on F5 LTM. Otherwise, it will not gonna work.
Okay.
So you just have to make sure when you are trying to redirect or you are trying to perform redirection, you must have two VIP at least.
Okay.
Let me show you the last configuration.
One with port 80 and one with
80, one with 443 and 80 should have I rule or redirection rule. Let me show you again because we did it very last. So I'm going to just do repeat you. So whatever the possible cases we can do here, which is related to real time that I've shown you yesterday. See, I've just created one redirection and one for port number 443. Yeah, this is for redirection. Here I have applied here I have applied I rule. Under resources, you can check. See, I rule I've applied here. Redirect I rule. In order to apply, you just have to select VIP and resource, and then you can select I rule. Whatever the I rule you do create, that you can select and you can apply like this. Correct? And I've shown you like how we can do check the hits on I rule. If I rule get executed by F5, so it always shows the hit. If it's not executed, so it do not shows any hit. So you just have to select I rule and see here total execution showing 0 as of now. Once I do, this is my I rule. When HTTP request comes, this is the event, redirect to HTTPS. And for all HTTP host, redirect to HTTPS. That's I'm saying. HTTP host means any IP. If it's coming from any IP, if you do click on the syntax, so it says return the value in the host header of the HTTP request. This is the big IP 4.x variable. So redirect to HTTPS, and that's only the requirement for I rule. That's a script which I have just applied, and then I've applied it to pool. Sorry, web. So as of now, under statistic virtual server, if I do select I rule, so it shows 0 time execution. See, now once I do apply the same and I do process the traffic, so it do work properly. See, let's say I'm not applying anything here, and I'm just saying here 160. See, it get automatically redirected, and it's showing front end certificate here. It's very correct. Again, if I do come here and I'm saying I just do mention HTTP colon 160. See, it's working fine. So we can do check here execution. You just do refresh here, 1 or 2 time execution it will show. See, total execution 2 time. All right. You can do
Yes.
filter like this. Redirect rule, I rule. Redirect I rule request total 2 executions. I think now it is clear like how HTTP VIP you can do apply here in F5. Correct,
Yes.
guys?
Understood.
Yeah. So the new method I'm gonna tell you, like these things we have to manually perform. Like we just have to create 80, 443 everything. But I want to make it automated. Kind of. I want to make it. I want to make it little fast, and I want to make it easier. I want to make it easier and little fast. So for that I can do use IAP. All right. I have to make it automated. So you just have to see. IAP have lots of templates which is already prepared for the VIP and related properties for DNS, HTTP forwarding, LDAP. So lots of templates are there. IP forwarding you can check. So all templates already prepared here. So these templates we can do use for our different purposes. So under application, you just to click on application and create new rule under IAP. My web 11.1.1.170 template. Do not use template, or you can do use any template. So I'm using HTTP template because it's HTTP based, which is predefined there. Praveen, I think disconnected again.
Yeah, he has some internet issues.
Okay, okay. See, now your template you're choosing that is HTTP, F5 HTTP. Template options. Do you want to see online help? No, I don't want to see any online help. Which configuration mode do you want to use? F5 recommended setting advanced. So I'm using recommended one. Network. Do you want to use the latest TCP profile? Any TCP profile if required, you can do use. What type of network connection client the system big IP? Wide WAN network or LAN? So what type of network connect client to big IP? Means how the client do connect from wide area network. That's very true. And what type of network connects server to big IP? So that's your LAN. It's very correct. SSL encryption. So now here we have to select some options. How should the big IP handle SSL traffic? SSL bridging. See different terms. Terminate SSL from client, re-encrypt to server, SSL bridging. So we are using SSL bridging, correct?
Yes. Yes.
SSL pass through. In pass through, end-to-end encryption, offload. And see the first option which we done only front end encryption, SSL offloading, correct? Bridging, we are using like it do decrypt and again re-encrypt to the server. And the third option is encrypt traffic is forwarded without decryption SSL pass through, which is end-to-end encryption, which we done yesterday. So I'm using this. Now, which SSL certificate do you want to use? It is asking. So this one client side, SSL client side 30. Which server SSL profile do you want to use? So I just want to use this server profile, correct? So these options you just have to select virtual server and pool. Do you want to what IP address you want to use for virtual server? So it's 111.170. This is the new way. Port number 443. FQDN, if there is any FQDN, what FQDN client uses to access the server? Host name is required. So you can give any host name like xyz.com, let's say. Said. And do you want to create new pool or existing one? I want to use existing one, which is pool B. Optimization, delivery optimization, which compression profile means you want to optimize WAN compression. So you can do use the HTTP compression if you want to use, and then you just need to finish. After choosing this auto IAP process, see, you get automatically two WIPs. We don't need to create WIP and all. It get automatically created once it gets completed. So this is a better option to create anything.
What about the
See,
pool members?
pool member also we selected my pool B. You can check here all certificates showing client side and for server side.
Okay.
Everything showing here. And here is showing. Now if you do come here under local traffic, so virtual server list you can also check. Here the rules created 443 and 80 for redirection. See? So one WIP is for 443, another is for 80. All WIPs look good, and these WIP we have for 443 as well for 80, which we done here. So guys, in this case, we don't need to, we do not create WIP. Instead of creating manual WIP from here, we select which option I have. Correct?
Yeah.
And for IAP, you have to use predefined template. If you are using anything for HTTP, so accordingly you can do is HTTP. Lots of templates are there. You can say, I've already show you HTTP forwarding, LDAP, Microsoft IAS server if there is. So it do optimize the things. It's very good. And you can do also create your custom templates also. Then you can do use applications and accordingly you can do apply. So IAP option just make sure things get optimized and it's become a little easy for the user. So yesterday I didn't show you, but today I'll also show you like how you can do create this one. Now again you just have to mention IP which is 170, let's say. See, guys, it is also working and it get automatically redirected to HTTPS. And now say advance and say proceed. And under this, you can check the same certificate XYZ is working. Guys, make sense?
Yes, sir.
And now important thing, if you do check, it do apply automated I rules also on web. I didn't apply this time I rule and all.
Okay.
This is port 80 web and here it automatically applied I rule. So I have just do optimize the things. See, This is the default. It's not this I rule. I do not create it. This is the default I rule, which is already there in F5. That it do apply. System HTTP redirection. Christopher, did you get my point?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, system HTTP redirect. And if any rule which is created by F5, it is already shows here verified. And
Okay.
if you do create anything, it's not F5 verified, it's your own. See, like I have created, it shows verification none. So this one I can also show you. So here it gave lots of copyright details and everything in first 6-7 line and 2-line code. And this is the only signature part. When HTTP request comes, HTTP redirect HTTPS and for all URIs. So this one is better, and later they do sign the definition signature and all, because they created F5 signature, so they mentioned definition part also. Signature is not signature, the script or the redirection code is only 2 line. When any HTTP request come, redirect HTTP to HTTPS. Same kind of I rule I have also created in 2 line. This is the predefined one that you can also use as well. You can also do use customized one. Correct?
Yeah.
So this is all about your HTTP and SSL based traffic, whatever we get in F5. I hope now you are very comfortable in SSL process.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes, yes.
Either if someone's saying like I need offloading on server, so you can do perform. If someone's saying like I don't need offloading on server, so that also you can do. If someone's saying like we need SSL on client end only or front end, that you can also do.
If offloading is not required, then if there is any rule, then we'll
Huh?
have to delete it, right? If someone says that I don't need this offloading, SL offloading, then what should we do? I mean, just delete that rule or
I don't understand your voice.
no? If someone asks, I mean, like I don't need this SSL offloading, then what should we do? Should we delete that rule or?
You just remove the offloading process.
Okay.
Profile. How would you
Okay.
apply SSL offloading? With profile. So you can
Okay.
remove, or you can do if you're talking about offloading. So how we do apply it with F443
Yeah.
VIP? So that VIP we can disable or we can delete it.
Delete it. Okay. Okay.
Once you delete it, so it only work on port number 80.
Okay. Okay.
मन करे सो प्राण दे और मन करे सो प्राण ले, वही तो एक सर्वशक्तिमान। गाजी उठाओ, कयामत तक लड़ेंगे। चीजों को एक सही नजरिए से देखना होगा।
So guys, this is about SSL. I think you now get everything about SSL. All right. So we just move forward and let's do understand priority pool activation concept. we have two servers here in backend, which is server 1020, I think. Enable password is there 12345. Do show run pipe section HTTP. Here, let's do have three servers, 1, 2, and 3. Show run pipe section HTTP. HTTP is enable password is there also. This is, let's say, server number 3rd. How I can do how we can do make a backup on servers, that I'm going to show you, as well other parameters which we learn in load balancing algorithm, because from tomorrow then we'll start GTM part. That's why I'm trying to show you all these options and all these functions. Then rest topics we do add with GTM.
Okay.
Server number 3. So let's do on it. Praveen again disconnected. Server 3 is also ready. Now I can do configure the IP address and everything. Host name server 3.
Okay.
30. So आपके पास pool में 3 server हैं, 1, 2, 3. So guys, now let's say we have 3 server in pool, and I want to make it kind of backup. Like I want to use these 2 servers, 1 and 2. If for any reason server number 1 goes fail or down, then this server number 3 come in picture. So I want to make it kind of high availability system for servers as well. Correct? Did you understand my concept? What I'm trying to explain you?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kind of backup of server. So that particular option come here in F5 under priority pool. So come to here, and if you select here pool, let me delete first pool number 1 because I need to add 3 members. So it says you can't delete. Okay, let's do create another pool. And this is pool number C. Pool C. And this pool is for HTTP. And see here round robin. And also we do test other algorithms also. So HTTP and see this option, priority group activation is disabled. Now I'm saying 11. Now it is asking less than. So I'm saying less than available member. If less than 2, I'm saying, because we have 2 servers which is actively served. So if there is less than 2, so accordingly we can do perform backup. So this server having priority, let's say 5, server number backup 30. Higher priority servers always get the traffic. Server number 10 get the priority which is 10. Server number 20 get the priority which is, let's say, 10 again. So these 2 servers always be prioritized. If this priority number less than 2 here, which I have applied, so the traffic goes on server number 3 as well. Make sense?
No, sir, I didn't understand that. Less than 2 means what is the priority?
This priority will shows like which all server get the traffic. So these 2 server 10, 20 we want to use as active. So these 2 server have priority 10, means if these 2 server active, then this particular low priority server will not get any traffic.
Okay. Okay.
As well, I have applied here condition less than 2. If higher priority server get less than 2, means if one server goes down, so this server as well low priority server, next low priority server will get the request.
Okay,
in my
so
pool.
this less than 2 means
It's
2
a
numbers,
condition.
right? Okay,
2 number less than 2 server. if less than 2 server available.
Okay. Okay.
Now it's clear.
Yes. Yes. Right.
Now come to here under virtual server, and you can do apply on any web. So here I have one web which is on 80 11.1.1.100. So I'm coming here and selecting this particular resource option and changing my pool to C now. Update. Particular pool you want to select, and you want to check the traffic on particular pool. So you just have to come under statistic and servers, and then you can do select pool.
Can we allocate the servers based on traffic as well? Like, for example, if in a pool, if there are 2 servers, and if the traffic is more than 80%, then automatically add another server
No,
like that.
that's only the option which is available, that only we can do use. See, as of now there is no traffic on this pool C. If I do hit, here 11.1.1.100, so it's my first request. So here it must shows under refresh. See, the first request is on server number 1, connection 1. You can check.
Okay. Okay.
1 2 3 4 5. Still it's 1. Okay, it's 2 because it says 2 connections, 2 requests on server 2 and 1 request on server number 1. Yeah, because it opened here server number 2. Then again here on first. See, now the total request here 3, here 1. Now here 2. I've just increased 1 request, which is on server number 2. So request number should get increased here. Yes.
Okay.
Maximum connection, current connections, maximum, and here total.
Okay.
So total maximum current connections is shows 0, and maximum connections which is 2, maximum 4 connections, total 5 connections, means 1 connection will not get proceed properly. So this is here you can check the number. So 3 5. If I do click again, so it's become 3 4 6 4 2, because the next request goes to server number 1. So this is how the request actually come. So all requests coming on the high priority servers, high priority number servers, which is 10. All right. See, we are not getting any request on low priority server, which is 30, because the condition less than 2 is not true.
Yeah.
Let's suppose somehow your server number 1 goes down.
Okay.
No CDP run. Do right. Server number 1. I'm just trying to stop it. Once it gets stopped, so here you can check the status as well. See, node goes down.
Yeah. Okay.
Now request comes to your backup server also. Here also you can check pool C member this down. Now the request should come here on server number 2. server number 3 as well. See, S3 is inactive.
Okay.
S3 and 20 is running. So you get here request on server number 3 as well, a backup server, or some maintenance activity you want to perform, you want to restart your server. So you can use priority pool activation concept.
Okay.
So in real time environment, some people do have their backup server as well. So backup server only comes in picture when the high priority server goes down, or the condition which you applied, like less than 2 or less than 3, then the backup server comes in picture.
Okay.
Is it clear? Should I on it this?
Yeah, it's clear, sir. Okay.
You can apply the same for different groups and servers. So 1, 2, 3, 3 servers we have. 1, 2, 3. And now I've just on. Again, if all high priority server available, so the request should not go on backup.
Three. Okay.
So the same we can do check here. See, now server up. If you do try to use, it is on server 20. Should not go on server number 3 now. It is coming on 10 now. See, now it's using only 1020. All right.
Yes.
Backup 1 not receiving request anymore. Backup server is not receiving request anymore. Now all request goes to
1 and 2.
A and B. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now come to here and under pool. Next verification which we can do, that is based on uh, algorithm. So come to here under members. See here we can do apply round robin algorithm, ratio. So ratio member algorithm I'm going to use here.
Okay.
Default ratio is 111. I can do change the ratio. Let me do it 3 and 3 to 1. See here 3, 2, 1. You can check pool C and members. This and now algorithm is ratio member. Ratio member is like it do divide the ratio on members. Whatever the order I'm using here, the same. So I just do make it 4 to 1, but 1 will not gonna use. So I just make it priority group is 10. So it also do receive the traffic. Otherwise, it will not receive the traffic. Now see, all three server have priority, which is 10, and the ratio is 3:1. Load balancing method is ratio member update. Pool. Ratio member is now applied. All right.
Okay. So
Now
what
come
about
to
the priority, this group activation? We have still given it as 2. Less than 2.
no use. No use.
Okay. Okay. So all the 3 members will share the traffic, right?
Yes, all three will use the this because we don't have any server which is less priority.
Okay.
Now we are not using this priority group activation concept. We just trying to use the load balancing algorithm verification. We
Okay.
are just trying to focus on that.
Okay.
All right. Before that, we were trying to focus on priority group. There's no use. Even if I disable, so it also do work still. Because for priority group activation, you should have to use low priority group server, and you just have to you just make sure the condition which you applied, that should be true. Correct?
Yeah. Okay.
Now if I do come here on statistics, virtual server, and if I do select pool, so you can do check the pool here, pools. Now I'm going to clear all requests first. This pool request, I do reset all request. Now new request I do start to verify how it do work. See, all looks 0. That's we are trying to use. Now see, first request come on 20, 10, 10, server number 3, 10, 20, 3. Now we just check it how the ratio is showing here. See, maximum number of connections is coming on 4, 3, and 2. And how the next request goes. So number 3, 10, 20. Again repeating on 20, then 10, repeating on 10, then 3. How it is actually working?
10 mean we 3 connections should be there for 10, right? 10,
Yes.
3, 2.
It is like this. 10, server number 20, and 30. When first request comes, so it goes on server number 1. Then second goes on here 2. Then third goes on here. Then the next request comes to here on 4th one. Fifth request goes on here. Correct?
Yeah. 6th for 10, right?
6 again for 10. That's why it's
Okay.
showing 10, 10 2 times.
Okay. Okay.
But we cannot do verify very much. To verify, we just have to increase the ratio on particular server. So it get clear.
Okay.
It clearly get like applied then. Then we can do check it properly. See, but always if you do check, connections will vary 7, 5, 4. So least number of connections we get here on server number 3, then 2, then first. Total 16 request comes on your pools C. If I do again refresh, so it's on server number 10. So here you get the one request which increased on server number 10. The next request is on server number 2. So it's become 6. 1, 1. And now C, third request should come on server number 3. So it should be 5. Seven, 5, 4. 10. Then it's coming to server number 3. So it actually checking the total number of requests and accordingly it's propagating. Correct?
Okay.
So it do keep the records here, number of sessions and all, whatever the traffic going on. So we can say it do follow the same. And other algorithms also we can do apply here. If you do check number or weight or ratio on member. So if I'm saying member, ratio on member, so it is talking about pool. If I'm saying ratio on node, so means we are talking about servers, hardware servers, correct?
Yes. Okay.
Because server can be member of different pool. So normally we do apply ratio which is on member. Here if you get same option which is node. Least connection on member. This algorithm you can do also apply. So it do check the least number of connections. So next request goes to the server which have least connection. In this scenario, in this current scenario, if we do get and we do check it. So if we do come here on under pools, pool number C, if we do check. So the least connection, according to least connection, the next request comes to on
3.
server number 3.
Wait,
Let's check it. Okay, whether it's
no,
applied
we
or not.
haven't changed it. We haven't changed.
Yeah, that's I'm trying to check. We haven't changed it properly, I think.
No, we haven't changed it.
Or it get applied or not. Yeah, it's applied.
It's applied.
Least connection member updated. Virtual server pools. So here verification is little typical. 9, 10, 5. Okay. So number 3. See? Now it's coming. Now it's again on 10. So number 3, 20, 10. See, now after some time, if you do check, this ratio get equal.
Okay.
3, 13, 11, 9. And then you do send on 20, 10, 20, 10, 30, 3, 20, 10, 3. So there is not much difference in server traffic ratio. See, 13, 15, 17. All right. So this is the method like which you can do apply. But we cannot do verify exactly the number of connections and requests. Some things, some connections we can do apply like ratio and all. And some connections we can do just check and accordingly we get the statistics. Or after few, let's say I've applied before 20 minutes. So after 20 minutes, if we do check it again, connection in the issue, so it should be as per algorithm. That's a good way to analyze.
Okay.
after certain interval of time, you just do verify the number of requests, and if you do apply any algorithm, it should be accordingly. Like if you are applied based on ratio, so it should work on based on ratio. Least ratio on the server which configured with least number, and high ratio traffic should on server which configured with high number, high ratio number.
Okay.
So load balancing algorithm you can also do change that I have not shown you in the previous session. So if I'm saying node, so node means it do check overall node ratio, correct? If I'm saying member, so member means for that pool only, it do check their connection or request.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, yes, sir.
So this is all about for today. I hope you understand priority group activation, I rule, I app, which we applied before, and this load balancing algorithm variation. So in real time, we use this least connection ratio. So server group member says like you do keep this ratio 3 to 1, 50, 20, 30, whatever the ratio they told, accordingly you just have to configure. Round robin is most popular. So all these algorithm you get observe, predictive, ratio. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 algorithms are there. The node, the same get repeated. Node ratio, least connection node, fasted nodes. All right.
Okay, okay.
Same thing available for node. Same thing available.
For
First it
application.
available for member, then the same thing available for node.
No, okay.
That's why showing n number of algorithm.
Okay.
All good till
Yeah, yes.
node. You can also do verify 10, 20, 30. All nodes looking good. You can do create custom monitor also. There's option for custom monitor. You can do create custom monitor like for ICMP and all. Select type here. Let's say if you are selecting based on ICMP, for example. So you can define what interval should be for checking the server. 5-second timeout, transparent, no, yes, alias address. So these options we can do create also for monitoring. So in next session, I'll do talk about monitoring, but before starting anything now in LTM or GTM, we just have to add GTM boxes. So for tomorrow, make sure you have licenses, 3 licenses. So I do activate GTM part also, like how I'll do tell you like how you can do enable GTM, GTM and license activation part. Okay. I think Praveen disconnecting again and again. So you should
Yeah.
share the video
Sure.
and we'll meet tomorrow. Okay. All right. Bye.